You certainly must have had some conversations with Harry about it and have your own suspicions as to why they didn't want to make Archie a prince. What are those thoughts? Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because of his race?
During Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's 90-minute interview with Oprah Winfrey, the Duchess of Sussex revealed that it was the royal family's decision not to make Archie a prince, and implied his race was a factor.
In those months when I was pregnant, all around this same time, so we have in tandem the conversation of he won't be given security, he's not going to be given a title, and also concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
This special is going to be the first time we hear Meghan talking about race and how racism has affected her, especially during her time as a working member of the royal family. She'll also be addressing racism in the UK, which takes a slightly different form to other parts of the world, including the US.
While speaking with Oprah about the conversation over Archie's title, Meghan said there were concerns about how dark her son's skin might be, but she wouldn't reveal who in the family was initiating those conversations.
I think that would be very damaging to them.
We know that one of the things Meghan is going to be asked about is the subject of race, what it was like being a biracial woman marrying into one of the oldest establishments in the world, the House of Windsor. There will be people that are very nervous about that, and Oprah wouldn't be doing her job, of course, if she didn't ask the difficult questions.
Harry later confirmed those discussions took place, but he wasn't comfortable sharing specifics.
That conversation I'm never going to share. But at the time it was awkward. I was a bit shocked.
Can you tell us what the question was?
No, I'm not comfortable sharing that.
Okay.
Harry added that the royal family didn't want his child to have the title of a prince or a princess and honor his older brother William's 3 children all received. And in the last few months of Meghan's pregnancy, she says she and Harry were told their child wouldn't have security either.
The idea of our son not being safe, and also the idea of the first member of color in this family not being titled in the same way that other grandchildren would be. You know, the other piece of that conversation is when you're the grandchild of the monarch, so when Harry's dad becomes king, automatically Archie and our next baby would become prince or princess. Also, it's not their right to take it away.
I think for both of them, the attitude is so be it. Because for so many years, the whole world has spoken about Harry and Meghan, but they haven't been able to speak themselves. And you know, who can forget that question from Oprah in the first preview, were you silent or were you silenced, to Meghan? And we're really going to hear the extent of that. And I think that when people do, they'll have a much better idea of what they're up against.
Following Sunday's tell-all special, Oprah appeared on Monday's CBS This Morning and revealed that while Prince Harry would not share the identity of the member of the royal family who made comments about his child's skin color, he did share who wasn't behind those conversations.
He did not share the identity with me, but he wanted to make sure that I knew, and if I had an opportunity to share it, that it was not his grandmother nor his grandfather that were a part of those conversations.
In another bonus clip from the interview shared on Monday, Meghan opens up about the scrutiny she and her sister-in-law Kate Middleton received from the British press, explaining that there is one major difference.
Unfortunately, if members of his family say, well, this is what's happened to all of us, or if they can compare what the experience that I went through was similar to what has been shared with us. Kate was called Waity Katie, waiting to marry William. While I imagine that was really hard, and I can't picture what that felt like, this is not the same. And if a member of his family will comfortably say, we've all had to deal with things that are rude and racist are not the same.
Meanwhile, Harry said it would have made a huge difference if his family had acknowledged the racism facing his wife.
There's a lot of people that have seen it for what it was.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Like, it's talked about across the world. Yet the very people that don't want to see it or can't see it choose not to see it.